All right, peoples. Different time, different place. We are in North Carolina in a very, very unstable kayak. And we're loaded down heavy today. Very unstable kayak. Not a very happy camper with this kayak, but this kayak also is carrying, I don't know, 50 pounds worth of gear, plus me, plus I'm in my 1,600 gram Cabela's chest waders, and we are doing a little beaver trapping. I've been beaver trapping all week. I missed like 2 or 3. I had one, and he pulled his foot off, which he must have been a monster beaver. His foot was huge. I mean, his foot was like that big, size of my fist. So we're paddling about a mile in one direction. I hit the water at about 5 o'clock. It is now like 5:32. I got about another 400 or 500 yards to go. We're going way back in this cove here on this lake. A lot of beaver in this lake. Pretty much every cove has a beaver in it. The big coves anyway. It'll get swampy. And I grew up down. I didn't grow up down here, but you know, I spent a lot of time down here. And, I've been seeing a lot of beaver down here over the years. Last year I got one with my little brother, and I was hoping. I spent a bunch of money. I brought some trapping stuff with me, but I didn't know how serious I was going to get, and I left all my 330s at home. I basically just brought like some number 5 Dukes, like double coil Dukes, and a couple antique double coiled like jump trap Victors. They got an opening on them about like that. The double coils are just like coyote traps, but I mean they'll work. My problem is I didn't set them up on drown rigs, so they basically just pinched him and pulled the foot out. But I went to up above Greensboro, North Carolina. I forget the guy's name, real nice guy. He's got this little trapping shop, little store up there. I wish I knew the name of the town. Nice guy anyway. I drove, because there's like nothing down here towards Raleigh, Statesville, North Carolina. In Charlotte, it's like between Charlotte and Raleigh, and like all the way down to the South Carolina border, there is nothing other than Cabela's and Bass Pro Shops. There is no like trapping supplies. You can't get shit, nothing. You can't get anything except for what they sell at Cabela's. So you got to figure everything they sell is marked up. And I went there, and it was like, I've never seen another trapper down here. I've never even seen footprints in the mud. Nothing. So I was shocked to see that they were sold out of like all 650 Dukes and all the 330 Conibears. All they had left like with some 110s and like some little like number 1, like 1.5s, number 1s, or like, you know, halves or zeros, or what do you want to call them, like little jump traps. And then they had like the coyote traps with the rubber jaws on them. That's all they had. So I took a 2.5 hour drive north. Spent like $200, got 3 330s and 3 650 Dukes, and I've been pretty committed. And I was really bummed. All I wanted to do was catch 1 or 2 beavers and be done. Boy, I tell you what, there's a lot of fish and stuff jumping right here. I should have brought my rifle with me, and I didn't. And there's some fish jumping back, and it's pretty wild. I don't know what they are. Down here, it's not like up north where I'm from. You got different fish species here. A lot of carp, a lot of catfish. This is a pretty big crappie lake. I've caught some of the biggest crappie in my life out of this lake. Other than some places in Pennsylvania where you're not allowed to fish. Like drinking reservoirs. Like there's this one drinking reservoir in Apollo, Pennsylvania. It's called Beaver Run Reservoir. Like between Apollo and Salzburg. Best fishing you'll ever do in your life, I swear to God. Oh my, I'm rolling up on this cove. I brought my John boat in here years and years ago. And I remember we couldn't make it too far. It was very shallow. I wish I brought my John boat with me now. I bet you I can get out and almost stand here where I'm at now. But we got a hut right out in front of us. That is a good sign. That's a big monster right there. A little island right here. I only brought 4 traps with me. Where's the island at? It's right in front of us. Right there's the island. Probably a hot spot right there at night. I'm willing to bet money on it. I got about maybe 40 minutes of daylight left. I had a fish just come up right there next to me. I bet you they don't see many boats out this far. I'm willing to bet says it's about 3 or 4 feet deep right here. Oh shit. No. Just dropped the damn case to my phone. Box is officially always going to be part of this lake. The holster, the clip broke off the holster. I've been meaning to get a new one. It is what it is. This kayak, like I said, this kayak's not like the other one I have where you can rock in it and do everything you want. This is an open kayak, very scary to be in with all this weight and everything. I was hoping that damn thing would surface because it's plastic, but because she's just heavy enough to sink. So I'm taking a little break. Back in PA, we had some severe cold, and the snow came in, so I couldn't go do any insulator hunting. Couldn't go to Erie do any steelhead fishing. But fortunately, it is getting very warm down here. It was like 65 today. Yesterday was like 55. Tomorrow's supposed to be like a high 70. It is beautiful down here, but I can go on and on about other things that are going on down here in North Carolina. That you have a lot of not Caucasian people and not African American people down here, and they are just very disrespectful, ignorant motherfuckers, man. Excuse my language, but they are just disgusting people. They litter. I mean, it used to be so gorgeous down here in a little town, maybe 15, 16,000 people total. So 2-lane roads are now 6-lane highways, 6 lanes each way. 75,000, 85,000 people in a matter of 10 or 12 years. It's just, so any place that you can access by foot or by car, there's just litter everywhere. I've seen nets, fishing nets, mattresses, fishing line, beer bottles, beer cans, soda cans, every bit of litter, garbage you can think of. There's just so much of it here. It's just everywhere. It's sad. The fishing used to be awesome down here. Some of the biggest largemouth bass I ever caught in my life right here. No. Last year I came down in June 2025 with my daughter to visit for a little while. Caught a bunch of catfish. You always catch catfish here. A lot of blue cat. The bass fishing is like none, like nil. I didn't catch many crappie out of here either. But 10 years ago, I used to catch crappie like, 10 inches, 12 inches. That was the average, like that thick. I didn't like that anymore. So we're coming up on. That is a big beaver hut. I'm gonna look for some fresh sign, see if he's been in and out of here lately, and then probably go back up in the cove up here a little bit, see what we can see. I got lots of flashlights and headlamps and big ass bright headlamps on me, so we'll see if we got any fresh sign here. Hopefully we do. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this because I don't know how to video edit, so it's gonna be one long continuous one as long as I can make it. There you go. There she is up close and personal. I have no intentions of trapping tons of beaver out here. Like I say, all I want is a couple. I'd be happy with 1. I'd be happy with 2. 3 is pushing it. I really don't want to catch that many beaver out here. I know there's a pile of them, but like I say, I don't want to knock the species out of into like extinction down here, which I doubt you could do. But he has been working hard on this. What we have here is like a Ryan home, 6-bedroom master suite with probably 5 baths, 2 half baths. Quite the beaver dam we got going on here. You gotta be real careful walking around these things. You see what it looks like here on the outside. That's what it looks like underneath the water too. And then there's gonna be one hole in here somewhere where he gets up in, or maybe 2 exits possibly. And they're very, if you don't know anything about a beaver, you get online and check them out. They're interesting critters. They really are. They're not dumb animals by any means. The one, I think he vacated up there. That one that I got his foot. I'm pretty sure he vacated the area. He abandoned ship. He had a hut about 1/3 this size. But I'm pretty sure he's gone. Before it gets any darker, I'm gonna get up inside here and see what we can see. I don't know if that's an osprey. I don't. It's definitely not a bald eagle. There's quite a few bald eagles down here. Boy, is that a pretty bird. Hey, coming checking me out. Very neat, man. Falcons and stuff like that, hawks, eagles, they're my absolute favorite animals. Owls, parrots. Yeah, you go, girl. That was so cool. How about that? I'm glad I didn't keep going forward. She come down and then didn't get it and then came back down. That was pretty wild. So right in here we got a little bit of beaver sign. You can see the trees right there. See, they're all nibbled on right there. That's beaver sign there. Looks pretty fresh. You won't know for sure until you get up in there, but you can see behind all that. That's all beaver damage there. They are destructive critters. We'll check that out. We're going to try to get up in here as far as we can. There's a couple spots like this where they run up in there to get food, you know, and bring it back out. We're heading up into the tightest part of this cove right now. So what I'm looking for is like some fresh runs. It's really hard to tell right now because it just got rain yesterday. We got rain all day. Or the day before we had rain all day, maybe. I don't know, one of them days. Everything's blurring together right now. All right, so right here we got, I can hear water running up in there. So what them beaver will do is they'll build dams. Like you saw that hut out there. I mean, that's usually where they live. But like right here, we got a real nice spot where they're probably running right in here. Here's another spot right here. You know, this thing about out here in North Carolina, it looks like it's shallow, but it ain't. We got a nice run right here. Oh yeah, right here. And right there, I can just tell he's been in and out of here. This looks like a pretty good spot right here. I'm gonna go and check out them other one too. I'm burning daylight, but that's what they do. I mean, around here, I've seen like 6 step-ups around here. I really like the look of this. It's hard to tell. It's so big back in here. It's hard to tell where he's gonna be at. But you see, that's what they brought this whole area right here. So basically, you see how high that is, about 2 feet. The water difference right there. I don't know if you can tell. Big difference. And believe it or not, that goes all through there, all the way around to that tree line, way over there. Same with this way. Who knows how far that goes? Anywhere where that water will run over this edge into that part of the water, he will dam that whole thing out. I want to get down in here and check these sticks here. You can see that have been nibbled on recently. You can tell this one's been recently nibbled on. Like I said, we just had a rain, so. Oh yeah, look at that. It's fresh, but it ain't that fresh compared to something like this. You know, you can see that was nibbled on a long time ago. See? So, I want to do, I only got 2 conibears with me and I only got 2 footholds, so I need to set 2 drowning rigs and 2 330s on a slide. I gotta be real careful where I put them because I only got a couple shots to make this happen. And what I've noticed about these beavers is if you don't get them that first time and they slip the trap, they get wise fast. I kind of like this spot. Now I'm gonna look to see if there's any serious fresh sign in here. Just take a quick gander around. That temperature drops awfully fast here. I'm willing to bet, it says on my way out of here, I will see some beavers on my way out of here tonight. They love coming out at night, and they're curious too. They're curious about you when they see you back in here. You know, they'll come up right next to you. I got my 38 special on me, but with a 6.5-inch barrel. So, I mean, I could probably reach out and touch them, but not too far away. And unless they're within, like, 15 yards, I ain't gonna take a shot at them. But that would sure be nice, though. I should have brought my 22 Magnum with me. Getting chilly quick. Like I say, I got here at 5. It is now 5 till 6. That temperature dropped 20 degrees already since I got out here. It took me about 20 minutes to make it to that beaver hut. 32 minutes, actually. But that's a mile paddle right that way. And I got a mile to go back, so. That don't bother me. I ain't got nothing better to do with my time right now. I love being out here. It's beautiful out here. Gorgeous. And you got some crap right there. Looks like it. I know you guys are probably thinking, ew. If you ever come across, piles of poop in the woods and stuff, deer and rabbits and stuff like that are like little pellets. But coyotes and fox and stuff like that, they'll have fur in it. You'll see fur in the crap because that's they're a carnivore and they eat a lot of other animals. I got some serious current right here. So we're up in here about as far as it's gonna go. You got 2 creeks that come in. You got one comes from that direction and one comes from that direction. Here's some sign right there. Oh, I mean, you can see all those stumps. That's all beaver damage. We got a nice run right here. So I'm gonna build 2 caster mounts on drowning rigs. And I don't know how far I can get up in here and do a drowning rig. Hey, the water's got to be at least 4 feet deep. At the very least, 4 feet. And then I got two 330s that I can just set on 2 fresh runs. Hopefully some 2 good looking runs. It's just, who knows? I mean, I planned on leaving in 2 days. Actually, I plan on leaving tomorrow morning, but I got to bug up my butt again to come out here. I wanted to do this for the past 2 days, but it's a lot of work paddling that, and you got to check your traps every 36 hours. I know some people are probably disgusted with the trapping, and they think that it's ignorant and violent, and I get that, and I respect everybody's opinion on it, but my mom, she doesn't really like it. My brother, he doesn't seem too into it. But here's something you got to think about. I mean, the fur trade and the gold rush is what started this country. So you got mining, the fur trapping industry. What else? There's 3 things that started this country. The fur trade, gold mining, silver mining, and for some reason I can't remember the other one. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have the Industrial Revolution and everything else. It's a good thing. It's not a bad skill to have. It really isn't. You never know if you might need it. Yeah, we got a good one over here. So now I'm hopefully I don't see any footprints from people. Because I did run into another kid that was trapping the other day. First time I ever seen anybody trapping down here in the 4 years. This will be the 4th year I've been down here doing it. Oh yeah, we got a big beaver dam right here. And you can tell he's got it all raised up. See, look at the water level there. At the water level there. I don't know if you can see that or not, that difference. Hopefully you can. Oh yeah. He's been hard working. And these beaver down here are absolutely gorgeous. They really are. They're beautiful animals. The fur is like a red, man. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's a hard worker. This beaver here is a big guy. And now we just got to figure out where to set it. It's pretty wild. And I don't really know why they flood these areas like this. I would assume so they can move better up into the foliage and get more food and stuff. It makes sense, so they have more places to hide. Because they'll just go into the water and hide, you know what I mean? I'm thinking I'm going to do a 330 right here. maybe down in here a little bit further, give me some more reach on them, I guess. I don't know. This looks like a good spot. You got clay and everything else. Oh yeah, I can see some feet marks right there. A couple claw marks right there. That's a good sign, real good sign. And I don't see any coon tracks either, which is pretty good. Oh yeah, he's been working hard. This is very promising. I'm very excited. See, what I want to do is I want to get about 20 beavers or so. I want to tan them, and I want to make a king-size blanket out of it. I'll be real happy with that. There is no fur market anymore, really. I don't know if beaver furs will sell. I know fox isn't really worth a whole lot anymore. Coyotes aren't really worth a whole lot anymore. There is no fur trade anymore due to all of the synthetics that they came out with. They used to send all the furs to like Siberia and in Russia and stuff like that, all the coon furs and stuff. Like when I started trapping back in 2006, 7, you know, you get a big raccoon fetched like 17, 18 bucks. A big muskrat would fetch you about almost the same. And then it was like in 2000 and I want to say 13, 14, it just died off. The fur market went to shit. So we're going to get 1 foothold in here, 2 conibears in here, and I'm going to set 1 caster mount set down there. And hopefully we do good. If I catch 1 tomorrow, I pull all my traps. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Beautiful day here in North Carolina. I'll pick this video up tomorrow. If I catch anything, I'll make a video of me coming back out. It's a shame that the town had just grown so much here. I mean, it used to be so peaceful here. It really did. I almost got killed on this lake 2 summers ago. A guy on his cell phone on a full-size boat. This is an open horsepower lake. He was on. I'm in a fluorescent green kayak with orange paddles, the same paddles I'm using today. And dude was on his cell phone looking down like this. He came within about 5 yards of me, almost killed me. We're talking up on plane. I don't know, he was doing 50, 55, 60 miles an hour. And he come out this part of the lake, heading this direction, you know, like where I'm at now. He was headed this way. He went way out around me. But I got his hull number. And there's only 2 boat launches on this lake. It's a massive lake. It's like 7 miles long. And I loaded my kayak as fast as I could in the car, drove around, all the way around to the other boat launch down by the dam, and I actually caught up to him. You know, normally, I don't like to give people a hard time. You know, accidents do happen. But if he doesn't learn his lesson, he's going to kill somebody. He's just going to do it again. You know, a lot of people, they can't judge their distance and stuff on when they're out in the boat. You know, you can't tell how fast you're moving and how fast you're coming up on something whenever you're flying like that on the water. You know, he never looked up. I sat there and watched him. I had the air horn in my hand and my whistle in the other hand. And I watched him right before I was getting ready to blow that air horn. He looked up at the last second. He'd have killed me. For sure. I'd be dead. No doubt. You know. But, yeah, I mean, you gotta be careful. You can't be texting on the phone when you're in the boat, man. Especially when you got people out on kayaks. But, well, I'll catch this video tomorrow. I got some work to do. It'll be pitch black by the time I get back to my vehicle. I wish I had brought my 22 rifle. I could have just sat right here for a couple hours tonight and probably got him right here in the water swimming through. But, well, I'll pick this video up tomorrow on my way back out in the morning. I'll probably hit this at about... I got 3 other traps set that I'm going to check again where he pulled his foot out. I'm going to, you know, check those traps and then I'm going to pull them. If I don't get him tomorrow, I'm going to pull him and just, you know, let him get the best of me. Say he won. I got 3 traps. A double drowning rig set, foothold, 650s, and then 1 330 set. If I don't get him tomorrow, I'm going to pull those traps and bring them here. But if I caught a beaver when I get here, I'm done. This will be the last year I come down here. My mom, I think she's getting ready to move somewhere, or I don't know what's going on with that whole situation, but they're done living here, I think. So 23 years they've been down here or something like that. I'm not going to tell you exactly where this is, but about 45 minutes south of Raleigh. And it's just a shame. I mean, a little country town, man. Like one little gas station, one little grocery store. Now you got, yeah, basically everything you can think of, and then some. And they're getting ready to develop all this. It'll be all houses for about 2 miles down that side of the lake. No more woods, it'll be all gone. And they already put like 25,000 houses in the last 12 years. It's just a shame. Worst drivers in the country too, I swear. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You know, about 35 minutes east of Pittsburgh, Latrobe, PA. And Pittsburgh's known for their aggressive drivers, but I tell you what, down here, man, you have to be 100% aggressive on the road. I mean, it is just the worst drivers I've ever seen in my life are here right now. So you can avoid, you know, Raleigh and that surrounding areas. Avoid it. Go out around it, man. I'm telling you, worst drivers in the world. You do not want to be coming through this area during rush hour, like 3:30 to like 7:30 at night. Horrible. 2-lane roads backed up for miles because the infrastructure is just not right. They didn't prepare for it well enough. They really didn't. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it all.